What is this wooden object? My local museum here in the UK is looking for information on this wooden object through their social media. They have no other information about the object other than its approximate length of 23 centimeters. There are small metal fixtures at the top, joining the arms. Any ideas? It's an early 19th century Rutter's horse twitch, used by farriers and vets alike in the absence of modern-day techniques like sedatives, calmers, and big hands. This tool was used to quieten horses when they didn't want to cooperate with a procedure. The wooden bars would be placed on each side of the animal's upper lip, and it would be strapped together at their free ends, squeezing the lip. Theoretically, the use of a twitch promotes the production of endorphins in the horse's body, making it calmer. Personally, I am rather doubtful about this theory, and suspect that twitches worked more by providing the alternative distraction of pain. It was patented on June 24, 1899 by George Rutter of Hillhead, Glasgow. What is this tool made of brass? This was a gift given to a collector of old tools, approximately 4.5 inches in length, and the patina suggests that it is old. It looks like the knurled knobs are used to lock the threaded rods in place. There are no markings to Google, and I don't even know what search terms I could use, since I wouldn't even know where to start, since so little is known about this. Help me out here, please. It's an early 20th century crosscut saw spider gauge, a sawtooth alignment tool for bandsaws. While they're on a grinder for sharpening, you set this tool up and slide it along a section of saw teeth. Any teeth that are bent will catch on one side or the other, and then you can bend them back into alignment. Source? I have been a saw filer for the last 25 years. Please help me identify what this could be. It's made of copper, and it was hanging outside the house when we moved in. The top has an opening, and the bottom is solid, like maybe made of lead or something. Any help would be most appreciated. What you have is a petroleum sample bob from the 1950s to the 80s, missing the cork or rubber stopper. It is a specialized tool used in the petroleum industry to collect liquid samples of oil, fuel, or other petroleum products from storage tanks, pipelines, or containers. The term bob refers to the cylindrical, weighty shape of the device, which allows it to bob or sink down into the fluid. They were used to sample oil at different levels in storage tanks. Set the cork, drop to the needed level, and pull back or snap the cord to pop the cork and let it fill. Once it's full, retrieve. Samples are taken to laboratories for analysis of composition, density, sulfur content, etc., to ensure the product meets regulatory and commercial standards. What is this thing on a KLM flight? It's like a mesh, but it doesn't look like it does something. It has a Wi-Fi sticker, and it was a Boeing 7879. Google says it's an in-flight Wi-Fi, but it seems a little ridiculous. Any idea what it could be for? It's a cabin class divider, a separation mesh between the regular economy seats and KLM's economy comfort seats. If you look at the seats, you'll notice they also have a different color behind the mesh. You can see it more clearly in this picture. What is this old wooden box or case that belongs to my grandfather? I am guessing it had a specific purpose. Around 36 by 12 by 18 inches, it has a hinged lid with decorative metal filigree and a keyed lock. It's not super heavy, it has a drawer with slots in it, and no writing anywhere on the box. I don't have any additional info. I've tried Google searching, but no luck. Thanks in advance. It's a music box that had interchangeable cylinders. The drawer at the bottom of the case was for 3 additional 11-inch cylinders. These were popular from the 1830s to the late 1800s, before disc music boxes and phonographs began to replace them. Most were made in Switzerland, the heart of the music box industry. Wealthy individuals and aristocrats saw them as status symbols as much as entertainment devices. What is this thing I found while digging up my garden here in the UK? It has a couple of numbers stamped on it. It's cast iron, approximately 15 to 20 kilograms, or around 33 to 44 pounds. Does anyone have any information? It's a T-34 Soviet tank tread from World War II, designed to be extremely durable under harsh combat conditions. After World War II, many T-34s were captured or studied by Western militaries, including the UK. They were used by British military units for evaluation or training. Parts could have ended up as targets on ranges or training areas. A single tread piece recovered from a battlefield or tank graveyard is often preserved as a military relic, museum display, or collectible. Maybe the previous owner may have been a military vehicle collector, and the tread was left behind or discarded. You have an interesting piece. If I were you, I might try to contact a local historian, such as one at a university or museum. What is this wall-mounted doohickey next to the door in the kitchen? It's an older house. I have no idea if that's relevant. The guesses so far are broomstick holder, a small Dixie cup holder, plastic shopping bag dispenser, maybe for a swinging door, or possibly for an air freshener bottle. I'm definitely curious if someone knows its intended use. I had one in my home office in black. It's the wall bracket for an older style CRT TV set shelf. It is right next to the cable TV coax jack in this picture. It's missing the L-shaped center pipe that held the shelf on which the TV sat on. What is this very light plastic thing with some kind of clip or hinge on the bottom? The cube base is about 1.5 inches on all sides, a little over 5 inches tall, and it says Pin Play International, made in Spain. I've searched for the words on the object but didn't find anything helpful. What would this be used for? It's a 1970s beach towel clip. The towel clips in the C part, then the spike is driven into the sand to keep it from blowing away. What are these wooden pegs on older sailing ships? This is a model ship located in the Independence Seaport Museum in Philadelphia. I also noticed these pegs on USS Olympia, which is docked outside and is the oldest steel warship still afloat. I cannot for the life of me figure out what these pegs are for. The pegs are around 10 inches in total length, and they have what appears to be a handle that is holding them in place. I tried to remove them, but they would only wiggle a little bit. Aboard the USS Olympia, when trying to remove them, they had more wiggle room, but it felt like they had perhaps been secured to the ship to prevent people like me from messing with them. I don't know anything about naval history, and this is just bugging me. Any thoughts? These are belaying pins, used on traditionally rigged sailing vessels to secure lines. The reason it's removable is that it can be broken if the line becomes too hard to untie. This can happen for a variety of reasons, and it's then much cheaper to replace a pin than a cut line. What is this small box with black powder on the inside? My grandmother's next-door neighbor gave it to us. On the lid it says Aladdinite. I reverse image searched it, and all that came up was a brand called Aladdin, which doesn't seem to be related. I'm fully unsure as to what the powder is inside, and the box is only small. Any ideas? Please tell us down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.